Hey folks, Jeffrey Miskel, Northman again. So this is part two. Part one was what we wear on our body as far as clothing. Part two is the pack. If you're not running a pack, you're probably only a trail rider. just kidding. But a pack for me is integral to what we're running with the sleds. It's an extra bit of gear that you obviously have on your pack. Some of it's safety, some of it's functional. So we'll go through all of that. This is an Avalanche pack, so it does have the pull cord for your airbag. Climb, I'm a big fan of Climbs because it has a compressor. It doesn't focus on the compressed canisters. It has a compressor in the pack. This one's the Gen 1. They have a second generation out that is a little bit smaller, lighter compressor. I'm actually thinking about buying it, but we'll see. For right now, this works phenomenal. Every time I've tested it, it works, no questions asked. So this is Avalanche pack. You pull this, big old bubble inflates, keeps you on top of the snow, or at least helps with that. And since we're talking about Avalanche gear, might as well continue talking about it. In this pack is also, you got your shovel, and for me, it's, I don't remember, BCA is what makes this one. And what attracted me to this one is that it has the built-in, where is it? Come on, it's not coming out. There we go, built-in saw. So for those days where you get hung up on a tree, well, this comes in handy. So Avalanche pack, Avalanche shovel. Then on top of that, we also have your, get this opened up. You have your Avalanche probe, which is, get this out. So on the Climb, it comes out on the bottom. You just unsnap it. That way you don't need to take the pack off. You just unclip it and it comes right off. So Avalanche probe, this is to help find your buddies. Then on top of that, which side is it on? I'd be on my right side. So on the right side, on the belt, is my little Peeps beacon. And if you ride up in the mountains or deep snow, you'll need one of these. So between the beacon, the Avalanche pack, the shovel, and the probe, those are minimum equipment that I carry on every single ride, because we may stay in the flats, or maybe intending to stay in the flats, or maybe the small gullies, but inevitably we get the squirrel effect, and then all of a sudden we're on a 500 or 1,000 foot climb. So having this stuff on you at all times is important. The other thing that I find as 100% critical is two-way communications. Carrier radio. It's just cheap insurance. You at least up here in Alaska, you get separated by 100 yards and you may not see your buddy. So having a radio so you can stay in communication, not only for just, hey, where we're going, which direction, but also, hey, I'm stuck, or calling your other buddies to help unstuck, your guy that you're unburying. It's important. So now, the other stuff that, let me get this unclipped so I'm not rattling it around. The other thing that I do carry on the belt, and a lot of people don't, this will be a trend, right? I also carry a tourniquet on the belt. That way it's immediately available to me. I can reach down, grab it out of the belt or the packet, put it on myself, put it on a friend. These things, they save lives. They're cheap. They're super easy to use with very minimal training, but just get yourself a tourniquet. It just helps. And you'll see this trend as we go through not only the rest of this pack, but also on the sled. So tourniquet, readily accessible. Okay, so all that said, we're just gonna start on the outside, go inside. On the first video, I mentioned that I always carry an extra pair of goggles. Here's the extra pair of goggles. I always carry them. I know people will laugh, but I also have a bottle of nasal spray in here. When you're out in the cold, you get stuffed up. It's just the way it is. This makes your riding day so much more comfortable. And then a little wipey for your goggles if you need it. I don't have much in the front here. Most of it is chapstick, a couple extra batteries for the generator, for the Avalanche pack, some beard ties, gotta have those. It looks like I actually have another nasal bottle in here too. So, but that's kind of what I carry on the outside. That part doesn't really matter too much. It's just they're not, obviously not life-saving stuff, but they're nice to have. It makes your day go a lot better, or a lot smoother, more comfortable anyway. Okay, so in the main compartment, on the top will be a comprehensive first aid kit. This has a little bit of everything in it, splint, bandages, gauze, you name it. There's also another tourniquet in here, same thing. You never know, just have it. I also added some fire starting materials in here, flame, matches, that kind of thing. That way, if you do end up having to spend the night, or if you're in an extended stay while you're trying to fix a sled, you can at least start burning some wood, be warm. Most importantly, you got some potentially life-saving equipment in here. There's also, what else is in here? So there's airway. So if you puncture a lung, there's an airway sealer kit, things like that. So some people call these an IFAK, individual first aid kit. Other people just call them a first aid kit. Call it what you want, just have it, okay? They're light, they don't cost much, and they can save your life or a buddy's life, so. All right, second, I almost always carry an extra water bottle on me, so that's what that's for. And then, of course, gotta have your TP. Nothing ruins a day than not having TP, so always have some toilet paper in your pack, or on your sled, one of the two. I just carry it because I know it stays dry on that. It takes up no space, that kind of thing. Here's another hat. I don't know why I have it doubled up, but I guess it's that 2 is 1, 1 is none type philosophy. So, so that's pretty much what I carry on my pack. You'll notice I don't have lunch. You'll see that on the sled. I don't really carry that on me. I want to stay as light as possible, but I want to be able to sustain myself and be able to help someone else. So in my opinion, takeaway, Avalanche pack and Avalanche gear. So that would be the pack, the shovel, the probe, and the beacon. I carry it on every single ride. Even if I know I'm going to stay on the flats, it's there. You never know when you change direction. And then first aid kit, always have a first aid kit, and I would have at least one tourniquet that is readily accessible from the outside of your pack, so you don't have to go digging for it. It saves your life. If not your life, someone else's. Imagine what happens if you get a laceration out snow machining, tree puncture, you name it, excessive bleeding. This solves the problem. Can get somebody at least some time for the helicopter to arrive. So not to be morbid, but this stuff is important. So that's really, oh, one other thing. I don't carry it while I'm out on the sled for obvious reasons, but a lot of this stuff is electronic gear. You got your peeps, you got your pack itself, you got your radio. So I always, unless I'm out riding, this is all the charging equipment for the electronic pieces here. So I always keep it with the pack that way. If I know I'm going snow machining tomorrow, all I got to do is pop it open, plug everything in, and everything's charged, ready to go. I don't have to wonder. Of course, at the day, I'll take the stuff out, throw it in the gear bag. I'm not carrying this out in the field, obviously, but keep it all in one place. You never know. It just makes your life easier. So I stuff it in the pack and right there on top, so I can get everything charged up, and I don't have to worry about whether or not I pull the pack and it inflates. I know that my peeps is charged up, and I know my radio is charged up, and just one of those things I like doing. I know I can't tell you how many times we get out to the field, we start unpacking, getting everything ready, and somebody's radio doesn't work because they didn't charge it. So anyway, that's my philosophy as far as the pack. Just like the other video, what do you carry in your pack? Is this too much? You think a tourniquet's overdoing it? I don't know. I wouldn't say so, but these things are small, light. They take up almost no room. And everything else is pretty basic equipment, I think. So, but yeah, comment below. Let me know if what you guys carry in your pack, or if you have a pack. I'd be interested to know that too. So anyway, that concludes part 2. Part 3 is going to be the sled, the kind of equipment that I carry on the sled. And yeah, we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below. And yeah, on to part 3. Thanks, everybody.